Hello viewers, welcome to 360 Degrees Business Health Check. My name is Hilary. Today we're going to discuss about intellectual property, and we'll start off with a case that is ongoing, or a case that a verdict that has been given in the Kenyan court touching the intellectual property. Today we are going to discuss about intellectual property. What is intellectual property? Intellectual property is creation of the mind. Entrepreneurs come up with ideas, they come up with methods, and they come up with unique things of doing business. However, we want to look at how an entrepreneur can protect their creations without them being copied, without them being stolen or used elsewhere. So all that is called intellectual property. The creation of the mind, the inventions. You invent your own way of doing things. So it might touch technology, it might be brick and mortar. As long as it's your own invention, you need to protect it. We'll start by looking at a case study right now. Court allows MultiChoice to air film in infringement suit. So those are suits in court. Let us look at some of the verdict that the court was giving. Based on the material placed before this court, the court is not satisfied that the application has the prima facie case to warrant the grant of injunction order by the judge. Film Factory sued MultiChoice Kenya and Moonbeam Productions Limited, claiming that the storyline falls under works protected in the Bani Conventions and Copyright Act. Similarity of inventions. So as an entrepreneur, you should be very careful about the things that you're inventing, the idea that you're inventing. That's why it's advisable for you to look for a lawyer. Now, before we move on, I want just to look at the 4 types of intellectual property as an entrepreneur that you need to know, so that you be careful whenever you're trading. One of the intellectual property you're looking at is patents. What is a patent? It's an exclusive right of ownership, an idea, an invention. You are given a right over that methodology, idea, a way of doing things for a specific period. Nobody else during this period can come in and duplicate your idea. So patents are exclusive rights given to an entrepreneur, given to a business, given to a company or an organization. You are exclusively given right over an invention, an idea, a way of doing things for a specific period of time. It can be 20 years, can be 40 years. So those are patents. And in most cases, in industries, an invention, an idea, a way of doing things for a specific period of time. It can be 20 years, can be 40 years. So those are patents. And in most cases, in industries, and then we have trademarks. This is a sign that distinguishes the product of one manufacturer to the other. Maybe say it's an industry, manufacturing industry. All of you are producing batteries. You're producing generators. You're producing lamps, solar lamps. So a trademark will tend to distinguish one product to the other in the same industry. If it is energy, power industry, that's the purpose of the trademark. So it's part of intellectual property that you need to sign up. And then we have copyrights. Copyrights have to do with the original works, protecting the original works. So that if anybody comes in, they want to use your work, they have to seek for permission. It's common in industry, film industry, music industries, arts and performance. Before somebody comes up and uses your work, they need to ask for permission. So all those things fall under intellectual property. The 4th one is trade secrets. This is where formulas, special formulas to manufacture your product are kept under secret. So nobody else is supposed to use the same secrets. If anybody uses them, they get sued. What are we learning today? As a business person, as an entrepreneur, when you come up with an invention, seek legal advice. Let the legal team show you how you can protect your intellectual property. It can be a patent, it can be a trademark, it can be a copyright or a trade secret. Make sure that you protect it. It can help you in the future. Many companies, especially in the software world, banking software, industrial software, technology world, they have this kind of copyright whereby before you use any of their product, they sell you a license. So it can be a one way of protecting your intellectual property and earning income, so that you keep on selling licenses to different people from one time to the other. Just like Microsoft, they keep on selling their licenses. Many data companies, they sell their cloud licenses every year. If it expires, you renew. So as an entrepreneur, you should be very careful about what you invent. At the same time, it's important that before you adopt or you use a technology, use a method, ask yourself, is it under copyright? Is it under patent? Is it under trademark? So it's important before you do any other thing, you seek legal advice. I can talk to entrepreneurs and advise them, please seek advice from legal entities, from legal minds, so that you don't make a mistake, to avoid lawsuits. Lawsuits can be very expensive, they can be very tedious. So for an entrepreneur, make sure that you protect yourself against lawsuits in the future. So we are learning two things. First of all, learn how to protect your inventions, your creation of the mind through intellectual property. The second bit, learn so that you don't infringe on other people's intellectual property. So protect your own and also protect yourself from lawsuits. Don't infringe on other people's intellectual property. Thank you so much. Watch the next video.